After a 2-week, 4-game road trip, the Simsbury Trojans return to home ice at the International Skating Center of Connecticut, where your hometown Trojans will host the Fermi Falcons. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Adam Rozwadowski alongside Joey Glauber. And Joey, after the Trojans had lost their first 2 games on the road trip, they just really ride the ship, winning their last 2, including a big 2-1 victory over rival East Catholic.
Yeah, and those were huge victories, Adam. And of course, recovering after 2 straight losses, it can be very tough for, a young team. All of their senior leaders sort of pushed them through in those last 2 games. And how important was that to push them back into a tie for first place in the CCC? So a very impressive performance, and of course Riley Chapman, the freshman, so impressive on offense in their last game against East Catholic. Getting 2 goals in that game. It was the only 2 goals that they managed to score. Really just an impressive performance leading this offense, but also in goal, Mike Adorno only allowing 1 goal, getting 28 saves in that game. He has been such an anchor for this team, and they're going to need that again today.
Adorno came in the 4th game of the season, ever since has been solid in net for the Trojans, who had lost their 2 senior goaltenders from a year ago, and he's been solid, coming in with a 4-2 record and a 2.3 goals against average. They're going to look for him to really step it up between the pipes tonight. But on the downside for the Trojans, they lost 2 of their more experienced skaters in Brian Gelman and Ben Levin.
Yes, and of course, Gelman out with that concussion. That's obviously, especially in high school sports, has been a big concern across all sports, from football to hockey. They're definitely going to want to take their time with that injury and make sure he's got plenty of time to recover. But of course, a big loss. The senior on defense going to be out for Simsbury tonight. But of course, Ben Levin, also one of their leading goal scorers, 4 goals and 4 assists on the year, out 3 to 4 weeks with that separated shoulder. And of course, a very painful injury, going to be difficult to recover from, but also going to be difficult for the Simsbury offense to sort of recover tonight. But it's going to be important for them to switch up their lines a little bit and maybe give them an opportunity to see what some different looks might look like tonight. So it might give them a little boost on offense in this game.
Do you see any other players stepping up to basically fill the holes from those skaters?
I think that, obviously Nolan Thompson and Hunter Chapman, they've been contributing throughout the season, and obviously they're going to look to them even more, along with Riley Chapman in this game. But also Aaron Riccio going to have to step up on the left wing. He might be getting some more minutes, and of course they might mix him in with some different centers and right wings throughout this game. So like I said, just some different looks, and might switch things up, and of course they're going to want to move the puck around a lot in this game to give themselves some more chances.
We're just moments away from puck drop at center ice. Stay with us here at SCTV as we get ready to start the opening period. And both teams are about ready to hit center ice as we start the opening period. The Fermi Falcons will start off with Brian Riley, Andrew Crane, Jacob Quinn on the front line, with Ryan Gothers and Ernie Bouthiette on the defense, Matt Roy the goaltender. The Falcons are 3-4-1 this season, a 1-2 record in the CCC North, good for 5th place for Frank Genovese's Fermi Falcons. Simsbury with the brothers Chapman, Nolan Thompson in the front line, and Brendan Law, Jack Reese will be the blue liners for the 6-3 Trojans, 4-1 in the CCC North, good for 1st place. And Jack Reese for the right point, gets shot kicked off by Thompson, goes back to the point to the center ice, it's chased over by Brendan Law. It's Thompson crossing over, trying to weave through the defense, but that's poked away by Jacob Quinn, but chased over the left point to Brendan Law, the junior blue liner. So go chase back to center ice and chased over by Andrew Crane.
And you can see on that first possession, Simsbury really trying to get it on net, trying to get as many shot opportunities as they can early on in this game, and now they've got it back.
Riley Chapman hitting Brian Rye to take the puck away. Hunter Chapman puts up a shot at the low angle. That's high and wide left. Chased down from the left point by Gaffney, but chased over and recovered by the Fermi Falcons. Weaving around, it's Jack Reese. He'll take it. A shot a little bit off of Sean Gaffney and back in their own zone.
Some good pressure so far by Reese on defense, getting the start in this game and has been responsible for a couple of turnovers. Now Simsbury really trying to turn it around, trying to get into the other end quickly.
Reese had been the third-line defenseman for a while, but fill it in for Brian Gelman, the senior defenseman, out with a concussion. And he's going to get some extended minutes tonight. It's Gaffney from the low quarter. Strum poked away by Cornoyer.
There you saw Gaffney try to send it in, but no one was home for Simsbury. They're really going to try to set up on the other end of that net to try to catch goaltender Matt Roy off guard.
It's Mark Richard, the senior forward, dumps into the Simsbury zone, where the Falcons will go in for a line change 2 minutes into the opening period. This is Rudy chasing it over the near side off to Foster. And the senior forward dumps it into the Fermi zone. Trojans will go for a change. This is Nathan Marin, dumping it off in the Simsbury zone, chased over by Brendan Law. Trying to get it off to the senior Peter Sconzo. Gets it off to Jake Arnold. Puts up a shot, and that is good save by Roy. Again, rebound opportunity is held on by Roy for a face-off.
And some great stick work there by Jake Arnold, getting it across the center ice. Really great job pulling it quickly out of his zone, and that's what got that fast break started so quickly. And then a nice shot opportunity. And again, a lot of their goal opportunities are going to come on rebound, so it's going to put a lot of pressure on senior goaltender Mike Roy.
Levin on the rebound opportunity there, but Fermi, good defensive stand, knocks it to the Simsbury zone. It's chased over by Law as he crosses it to the far side and towards center ice. It's Arnold. It's poked away by Matt Vada. Recovered by Arnold. And then poked away by the Fermi defense. They set off the Simsbury zone. Two skaters chase, and the race is won over by Brandt. Good opportunity there. It's kicked away and chased over by Law.
And some nice pressure there on the blue line by Fermi sophomore Andrew Crane. Got a nice turnover. What could have been a shot opportunity there, but again, Simsbury holding strong in their own zone.
Simsbury's strength has been their defense, and it has been the calling card for Tom Cross as in his tenure with the Trojans. No surprise there, as the Trojans send it back off the center ice, but it's chased over by Ryan Gothers. Crosses it to the far side, taken by Marin. The near side, it's Quinn. Chased over, it's Rooney. Loses his footing there, turned over, taken by Quinn, then poked away by Thompson. And the Trojans can have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. It's Chapman to Riley Chapman, puts up a shot and a big glove save made by Roy. And the Falcons recover. They try to do a counterattack. It's Crane, dumps it off the Simsbury zone, and the Falcons will go for a line change.
And what you saw there, just a beautiful pass from brother to brother. Hunter sent it over to Riley for a great shot opportunity, and it's what the Falcons weren't able to do on their previous possession. Andrew Crane tried to send a centering pass, but it was just too soft. If they're going to have any shot opportunities against Adorno, they really got to have strong centering passes, and a pass that weak easily knocked away by the Trojans' defense, and they just ran away with it.
An icing here will put Simsbury in their own defensive zone for a draw. It's Matt Bollett wins the draw for the Falcons to the left point into Cornoyer. Bollett, the leading goal scorer for the Falcons with 9 on the year, loses the puck. It's taken over by Swenson at center ice. Off the official, Gaffney dumps into the Fermi zone, chased over by Cornoyer. Off to Brendan Law's direction as he weaves past the Fermi skater in the zone. The cross is poked away by Cornoyer, who loses his stick as Gaffney pins them against the far side boards and takes the puck. Behind the Fermi net, it's Grant Swenson, the senior forward. Takes a nice hit there from a Fermi defender. Loses the control to Mark Richard. From right to left, loses his footing as Foster laid a big hit on the near side. Near scrum, puck poked away towards Foster. As he tries to start his own break, but a 1-on-4 gets swallowed up by the Fermi defense.
And that check by Gaffney over there in the far corner, there really hadn't been that much physicality up to this point in this game. Then all of a sudden you see 4 straight checks. They're really getting things going so far in this first period.
It's been a wide open opening 5 minutes in the first period. Neither team has scored, but definitely wide open ice. Simsbury tries to start a break there, but that gets poked away by a Fermi skater. Off behind the net. It's chased by Sconzo. Poked away, loose puck on the far side. Chased down by Vada. It's Marin as well, but recovered by Sconzo. From the left point, shot is wide left. Loose puck. Buzzer went off there. I'm not sure what that was, if it went out of play or if they just whistled it dead. The puck was still loose after all the dust settles.
Did not see a penalty call from either of the referees there, but the buzzer just stopped play, and now both teams will make some switches, and that puck's going to come out past the Falcons' blue line. I'm not sure why that buzzer went off, and it's a little disappointing for Simsbury because they might have had a few opportunities to the right side of the net there, but they'll try to get it back into the Falcon zone, and that's what they've been doing this entire game. Really, is just trying to keep it down in Fermi's zone, and that really creates as many opportunities as they'll possibly be able to get.
Arnold wins the draw for the Trojans as Sconzo chases it down, but poked away by the Fermi defense. Into the Simsbury zone, it's Nate McIntyre. Pokes it away, sends it off towards Sconzo, but poke check and sent back to center by Marin. Rooney behind his zone net, crosses it to McIntyre. Tries to send it to Levin, but his stick went up into his own bench off of one of his teammates. Puck chased over the near side by Will Rooney. Rooney, another defenseman that's going to get extended playing time with the injury to Brian Gelman. So he has control of the puck here. Pinballs it off the boards to center ice, chased over by Ryan Gothers. Crosses it over, gets that wide left of Ryan Monroe, the junior forward for Fermi.
And you heard Monroe call for that cross ice pass very aggressively, tried to bring it in himself. Simsbury took it away.
It's Gothers. Cross it to the far side. Another Fermi skater loses his footing. It's been that spot around the center blue line that's been causing a lot of these Fermi skaters trouble.
Yeah, you wonder, especially coming back towards the Falcon zone, seeing a lot of players lose their footing. I might need to sort that out in between periods.
Bullet puts up a shot that's pad saved away by Adorno and kicked over to the near side. Chased over by the captain, Nolan Thompson. Crosses it to Hunter Chapman. Weaves past the defender in the offensive zone. Riley Chapman dekes around, recovered by Thompson, cross pass is poked away.
And you saw Thompson lose his footing going towards the net as well, but still some great passing from that first line on Simsbury. Just nice job moving through center ice, and that can be key when the defense is putting on the most pressure in that area.
We'll keep an eye on that spot of the ice. I mean, we're just halfway through the first period, 7 minutes left, and that's caused a lot of trouble. I've already counted 4 skaters that have slipped and lost their footing thus far. Oh, in the neutral zone, it's Jack Reese. Loses control of the puck. Foster tries to chase it over, but it's kicked towards the Simsbury zone. It's Reese. Knocks it back to the center ice where Gaffney chases it down, but can't chase Conoyer. It's Law. Tries to flick it up, but instead it's recovered by Marin. Spins around in the near side, poked away by Law. Chased over by Grant Swenson, a scrum on the near corner. For a sec. Law tried to kick that out, but instead gets pinned on the near side. Swenson puts on a hit, chased over by Vada, sent up airborne from the left point. Shot is wide left from Ernie Bouthiet. Gaffney sends it to center ice. It's Foster, a 1-on-3. Just pokes it in to the Fermi zone, chasing strong from Bouthiet. And Swenson on the near side, but it's taken and recovered by Conoyer. McIntyre, center ice, gets poked away by Riley. McIntyre controls, sends it left side. Big slap, looks like a broken stick possibly for Conoyer as he really whiffed on that shot.
Yeah, he did. He checked his stick right after. Seems like it's okay. He's not sending it to the bench. But on that previous possession, a great job by Rooney, holding his composure in a one-on-one, just calmly knocked it away and gave the Trojans' defense a chance to recover.
No icing there as Conoyer recovers behind his own net. Chased strong by Gaffney. It's Sconzo. Crosses to Gaffney. Puts on a centering pass. Shot off the glove. Loose puck and poked away by the Fermi defense.
A beautiful centering pass from Gaffney. Brandt had a shot at it, but that is exactly where you want to be putting the puck. Roy had no idea where it was. That pass was so quick, and a great opportunity there for the Trojans.
Centering pass. Open net. Shot opportunity is kicked wide as Brandt had a wide open net and goal for a split second. Scoring opportunity denied.
Got to give it up for Matt Roy on that play. Really a beautiful job. Moving the stick across. Again, great passing in front of the net. Makes it so difficult, but he's thrashing around in that net, keeping the puck away.
2 near misses for the Trojans. They had their chances to go up early. Instead, from their own zone, it's Law. On his own net, chased away by Mark Richard. It's Brandt to Sconzo. Crosses at ice. Sent off to Riccio. Flicked over towards the Fermi zone, where it's chased over by Marin. Pinballs it off towards Mark Richard. It's Bolette weaving through the Simsbury zone. Puts up a shot as wide left of Adorno's stick. And chased by the Simsbury skaters.
And great awareness by the Trojan defenders. You know, up on the blue line, you know, they swung and missed trying to keep it into the Trojan zone. They were coming, or excuse me, the Falcons zone. They were coming away with it, but the defenders adjusted quickly, had 2 men back, so they just had to force up a slap shot from the blue line.
Under 4 minutes to play in the opening period, still scoreless. Chapman loses his footing on the left hash, and it's taken over by the Falcons. Centering pass by Vada, puts up a low-angle shot, is wide left, and pinballed around the far sideboards. Chased over by Marin. Trying to reset for Riley.
And on that last shot opportunity, just looked like Riley Chapman was trying to decide how he was going to put this on net. He was so wide open, deciding between the slap shot or maybe the wrister, just sort of lost his footing, and the puck got behind him.
Gothard's a little daring on that slap shot, high and wide left, chased down by Rooney. 3:14 remaining in the opening period. We're scoreless at the ISCC. From center ice, it's Bouthiet. Over to Riley. That shot is wide left of Adorno. Chased over the near side, but then it's McIntyre. Crosses it to Rooney. Waits, sends it off the boards. Offsides warning, but the Trojans control. It's Rooney. Dumps it towards the Fermi zone. Chased over by Carey. A nice poke check from Jake Arnold. But then loses it. We got a whistle here and a penalty on the Falcons. Looks like a slash will be called on Jacob Quinn.
And Jacob Quinn knew it right away. He skated himself straight to the penalty box on that one. Got a little tangled up on the Trojan side of center ice. And, you know, you could tell he wasn't trying to hold the stick down. But, again, that's just the way they got tangled up. And this is going to be a big opportunity here for the Trojans. Try to get plenty of shots on net. And already we've seen Roy challenged, but he's been up to the task thus far.
So the Trojans have a power play opportunity with 2:25 to go in the first period. It's McIntyre. Off to Riley Chapman. To Thompson. Stops, holds. It's Levin. To McIntyre. His slap shot is wide left. Chased over. That's a turnover. And poked away by Bolette. It sends it off to the Simsbury zone. 1:25 remaining in the Quinn penalty. It's McIntyre. Cross it to Law. Start a play. 75 seconds to go in the power play. It's Thompson. It's off to the left point in Chapman. That is poked away and cleared by the Falcons. They've killed off the first half of the penalty. Simsbury hasn't really put up too much of a fight.
No, and, you know, they're trying to really take their time, which has been a good strategy for them thus far, really controlling the puck. But in the power play, you got to take advantage of all the chances that you can get. So, really, I think they need to pick up the pace of their passing and try to catch some of the defenders off guard.
40 seconds remain. Let's see if the Trojans can take advantage. It's Swenson. Crosses it off to Riccio. As he gets hit in the near side by Conoyer. Swenson, the scrum with Crane. Comes away with the puck. Behind his zone net as Conoyer loses his stick. Sends it off the left point. It's Brendan Law. Puts up a shot. Blocked away. Poked back into the zone and cleared by the Falcons with 15 seconds to go in the power play.
And really, I think that line change was key for Fermi to get some fresh legs on the ice. They were really aggressive defensively, challenging the player with the puck. And that's really been keeping the Trojans away from the net.
Both teams are at full strength. Simsbury did not really get a good look at the net. Rooney's got a good shot right there as that got blocked away by the Fermi defenseman.
And there you saw, catching the defense off guard, Rooney was all by himself on the right side of the ice, had a nice open shot, but once again, too much traffic in front of the net to try to get that one in.
Under 20 remaining in the first period. It's Foster trying to lead a last second break. Weaving around Cournoyer. Centering pass is picked out of the air by Roy and held onto with 8.1 seconds remaining in the first period.
Really what's been most impressive is Roy's sort of awareness, really just seeing where the puck is and not only knowing where the puck is and when the shot might come, but also seeing where the next pass will be. That's always so important for goaltenders to try to anticipate where they're going to have to slide, especially when the puck is moving back behind the net as much as it has been with the Trojans offense.
Trojans win the draw. That's Gaffney who sends it off the post to the right and to the far side. As the seconds tick off here, that is the end of period number 1. Neither team could put one in the net here, so after 15 minutes of play, the score, the Simsbury Trojans nothing, the Fermi Falcons nothing. We will be right back here with the first period intermission right after this. 15 minutes are in the books in Simsbury as the Trojans and the Fermi Falcons are knotted at 0. Well, it's been really an open game thus far, really just all over the place. Both sides really getting a good opportunities at their opposing nets.
It really has, but I think overall, if you're the Trojans, you're going to be happy with the first period of play. I think they were controlling the puck for the most part in the Falcons zone. They did a good job to try to really put as much pressure on the Falcons defense as they could and really tire them out. That's really what a lot of these games can be about is which teams are going to last all the way through 3 periods. Obviously, so often in hockey games, the first period is not often indicative of how the rest of the game is going to go. So I think if you're the Trojans, you can be happy with a lot of things about the first period. I think their defense really stepped up when they had so many offensive players in the Falcons zone. They did a good job when losing possession to get back and cover the goal for Adorno there, who has also done a great job here in this first period. So I think overall they're moving on the ice pretty well, and I think the key is going to be who can keep that up throughout the next 2 periods.
Fairly clean period for the Trojans. No penalties in the opening 15 minutes, but really the Trojans had some big missed opportunities to get one inside the net.
They did, and you can't really say the same for Fermi. They had some shots on goal, didn't quite have as many close opportunities as the Trojans did, but 2 straight in a row against Roy, who has done a great job in net so far. But like I said, the Trojans putting so much pressure on him in the net. So those 2 close opportunities, I think the first one the Trojans really wish they could have had back because that one came close. But the key was the passing in front of the net. So many well-timed passes. The Chapman brothers really doing a great job communicating in front of the net and then moving with each other as they're approaching the opposing goal. The second one, I think, just a fantastic play by Roy in goal, doing a great job to knock it away. So, you can't rely on those every single time, and obviously this Trojan team is going to continue to put shots on the net. So I think a great job, and I think the Falcons defense did well, but needs to defend against those passes and sort of look ahead to see where they think the puck is going to be.
What adjustments do you see Coach Cross and the Trojan staff really trying to tell their players in the locker room?
Well, I think the first period was about being aggressive, but I think this second period is really going to be more about setting up their shots. What they did in the first period was very much control the puck, try to control things on offense, because like I said, that's going to get the Falcons defenders a little bit winded. But in this second period, I think they're going to try to move it through center ice a little more quickly and try to get maybe a quicker shot, because sometimes when you let the defense get set, it might allow them to be more prepared for the shot you're putting on net. I think if they can move in transition, they have so many talented puck handlers. I think the key is going to be quickness and getting quick shots on goal.
And we are just about ready to start the second period here at the ISCC. Both teams are knotted at 0 here on SCTV. And both teams are at center ice. We get ready to start the second period. I'm Adam Rozwadowski, and for the play-by-play, I turn over to my partner, Joe Glauber.
And Fermi takes possession here to start this second period. Fermi will be going from left to right. The Simsbury Trojans going from right to left. And now it's knocked behind the Falcons' net and sent up along, but it's going to be stopped there around center ice as the Trojans try to keep it in the zone. It's knocked up along the far side board. Now it skips all the way back in front of the net for the Trojans and into their end. A slam into the near side corner as it comes out behind the net. Mike Adorno still in goal for the Trojans. It's knocked around over along the left side circle and passed up the near side to Aaron Riccio. He brings it up along the left side boards, chasing it into the corner. Coming around behind him is Sterling Brandt, and it's knocked around and taken away by the Falcons as they send it up to the blue line. Now bringing it up across center ice. The pass, as he brings it across the blue line, knocked away. 3 Trojan defenders there to stop the advance by the Falcons. Knocked along the near side, and it's brought out quickly by Kurt Eustace. He stopped at center ice. He just sends it in along the back of the net. Matt Roy comes out to hold it.
And Kurt Eustace, that's the name we really haven't called too much in the first period. He had been one of their top defenders for the early part of the season, but really just getting in some action now early in the second period.
McIntyre knocking down the pass, and the Trojans had possession, but then the Falcons took it back. They send it in behind the net. Giving chase again is McIntyre, but he loses control. It's knocked along the near side boards. Riley Chapman comes away with it with a nice cross-ice pass to his brother Hunter. He's making a move as a little wrister, and he knocks it down. A nice save there by Matt Roy, who had to go up high to get that one.
He's been outstanding. That's for playing any puck that's been airborne already. That's probably his 3rd airborne save thus far.
13 minutes to go here in the second period. Just getting started. A quicker start to this period than the previous, and the face-off is going to be to the left of senior goaltender Matt Roy. The puck drops. Thompson tries to knock it out, and he does. They control it at the blue line. Send it in, but it's knocked down by the defender and then brought away by the Falcons. Slowly on the far side across center ice. They're bringing it up is Brian Riley. He sends it in, but the Trojans quickly take it away.
Ooh.
Some nice defense there, but we're going to have a penalty call. Nate McIntyre was giving chase towards center ice after knocking the puck down, but then the Trojans' goal came off, and we will have a face-off.
I think the whistle was Nate Marin lost his footing. Once again, it's that spot in this high slot at the Simsbury defensive zone, and he basically went sprawling into the Trojans' net and dislodged it.
Skaters have had a lot of trouble in that area thus far. We just saw the Zamboni out trying to smooth the ice, but still having problems here at the start of the second period. The puck is sent in behind the Trojans' net, and some nice pressure defense there by the Falcons. Jacob Quinn knocks it into the far side corner, gives him a shot at a wrister, but it's knocked away by Adorno. Now the puck goes in to the near side corner. Giving chase again is McIntyre. He pressures it on the near side board. Puck comes along. Rooney slowly sends it along behind his own net, and coming away with it again is Hunter Chapman. He sends it up to Riley, who then slaps it into the far side corner. It skips around, and the Falcons look like they'll come away with it, bringing it with speed across center ice. Some nice pressure there defensively by Jake Arnold for the Trojans, and they'll take it right back. Just over 12 minutes remaining here in this second period. Not many shots on goal to start this period for either team. The Trojans trying to change that right now as Aaron Riccio sends it in. He might have a chance at a centering pass. He does, but then it's deflected in behind the net. Jake Arnold had a shot, but some nice defense there by the Falcons. Controlled in there, and an attempted wrister is knocked away. And now Quinn's got a shot at it, but a nice clear there by the Trojans, and now it's going to be on the far side near the circle. Going to have a shot at it, makes a move, shoots and scores! Jake Arnold getting the first goal of the game and giving the Simsbury Trojans a 1-0 lead.
That play started from Brendan Law's outlet pass in his own zone. A really great cross-ice pass, getting it up place, really starting the offensive break, and that's what led to the goal. The pass, that created the assist.
And Falcons head coach might not be happy with that play, as the Falcons had a chance to really move it into the Trojans' end as Jacob Quinn was moving it up, but a great deflection and then great puck movement by the Trojans gives them a 1-0 lead with less than 12 minutes to play here in this second period. The first goal of the game by either team, and now the Falcons will look to try to answer, but again, more pressure from Simsbury, but they lose control of it at center ice. Coming out of the goal is Adorno to try to knock it away. He retreats back into his net, and now the Falcons controlling, looking to take a shot. Some quick movements here after that goal as they try to answer here. Moving the puck along to the near side is Andrew Crane, and then knocked into the corner. A hard check sends Nathan Marin to the ice, and we will have a penalty call.
Going back to that goal, that is Arnold's second goal of the season. And Levin gets credit for the assist. The PA announcers did not announce Brendan Law, but I think he should get credit for that. I misspoke earlier. In hockey, it's the last 2 passes before the goal that gets credit for the assist. Law's outlet certainly should have gotten credit there for that assist.
Absolutely, but either way, some great puck movement, definitely noticed by head coach Tom Cross. Here we will have a penalty, and the Falcons are going to be on a man advantage after the penalty against Kurt Eustace. That's going to send him to the box for 2 minutes, and now the Falcons on the power play, really putting some pressure on Adorno. The puck's in the near side corner as McIntyre is pressuring. They move it along the outside, whiff on the pass. They're going to chase it all the way back to center ice and retreat. Troy Marin sends it in, but now they're controlling. Bouthiet tries to take a shot. He sends it over to Monroe, who does take a shot, goes right into the center of Adorno. And the Trojans defense holds. Puck's back at center ice. Now the pass once again comes up to Monroe. He's trying to make a move. Nice defense there by McIntyre, and the puck is flipped back in behind the Falcons' net. 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining in the power play on the penalty against Eustace.
A vicious clear right there from Hunter Chapman, setting that airborne. They've killed off the first half of the power play. Trojans really do not want to net up the equalizer after coming up with a very good opening goal.
Mark Richard, the only Falcon to touch it on that possession before the Trojans once again clear it as they continue this penalty kill. They get it across the blue line, now trying to control, but the Falcons take it away. And they're moving up across the other blue line. They try to send it in, and it's knocked down. Then up against the post to the right of Adorno. No call on either side. The Falcons bench looking for a goal call, but no signal from the referee.
Isn't the net got dislodged there? I'm not exactly sure. I'm from our vantage point, but they're so really discussing it right now.
They were bringing it along the left side. Adorno tried to stop it. And it looks like they will be awarded the goal as they're setting up here at center ice. No definitive signal from the referee, but it looks like it will go down as a goal for the Falcons, tying this game.
Eustace is leaving the penalty box, so at least they've signaled it as a tying goal.
And that one went off the right side post for Adorno. He tried to adjust, but then it was knocked in. We're not sure who exactly got credit for that goal, but either way, it's the tying goal after some confusion. The Falcons answer after a lot of shots on that power play. Now sending along the near side, goes all the way in behind the Falcons' net. Giving chase quickly there is Peter Sconzo for the Trojans. He's trying to control it, but the Falcons are able to get it away. They knock it along the near side boards. McIntyre is there to knock it back to center ice. And then more pressure there by Swenson. He's able to catch up with it, tries a centering pass, but it's knocked away by the defenseman. And another check there by Quinn as they're chasing it in on the far side board. Trying to come away with it there is Gaffney. Instead, the Falcons take it away. They send it up towards center ice. But the only person there giving chase is Jack Reese. He comes back to it, brings it along behind Mike Adorno.
They credit the goal to Andrew Crane, the sophomore forward, just his second goal of the season, giving Jacob Quinn the assist.
And a lot of rebound opportunities there in front of that net on that power play. Now the Falcons, another chance, and a kick save and a butte there by Adorno as he knocks it into the near side corner. Puck comes back out to the blue line. A shot, we'll have a whistle.
And they're going to call the Falcons for being offsides. And we thought the first period was wide open. Look at this second period. A great goal from Jake Arnold, and then the power play goal from Andrew Crane. Really both sides attacking the net much more viciously than in the opening period.
Absolutely. The speed has increased here in this second period. Certainly neither team reserved on the offensive end as they've really tried to get a lot of chances off. We'll have perhaps another icing call here as the puck goes in behind the Simsbury net. We'll come out and have a face-off just across the other blue line. 1-1 here with 8 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in this game. The Simsbury Trojans getting the first goal on the board just under 12 minutes, but then the Falcons quickly answering to tie this game up. A slap shot from across the far circle as it kicks in behind the net. Looks like the Trojans have control as they try to send it back out to the blue line. They do. It's controlled there by Rooney, but then taken away as two Trojans hit the ice. Looking for the pass up ice there was Boulette, but he didn't get it. And now a centering pass, no one home there for the Falcons, nearly knocked in by the Simsbury defenseman. But either way, Simsbury comes away with it as they chase across the blue line. A chance there to take it away by Riccio. Unsuccessful as the Falcons maintain possession. They send it up across center ice. And there's Rooney again to corral it and send it back up the ice to Arnold, who had the only game the only goal in this game so far for the Trojans. A slap shot there, a glove save, nicely done by Matt Roy on the far side of the net. And now the puck kicks up and into the Simsbury bench.
And then earlier, dangerous play by Mike Adornos. He deflected that puck airborne just over the net. Really could have been more dangerous had a couple Fermi skaters been around the vicinity. But instead, Simsbury will go into the neutral zone, tied at 1.
And Thompson wins the faceoff as the puck comes back to Eustace. They're passing it along past center ice. Now Thompson brings it in. Looking to make a move, skates to a stop, tries a centering pass over there to Chapman, but then it's stopped nicely by Matt Roy, and we'll have another face-off in the Falcons zone.
Roy's been spectacular in this first half. I mean, he's been outstanding. For the entire first period, yeah, despite giving up the goal to Arnold, he has been everywhere for the Falcons. Especially they've been giving some clean looks at the net, and he's been there to stop every challenge.
Now the puck comes out to the blue line. Another centering pass to Thompson, tries a backhanded shot, but it's knocked away by the Falcons defense. And then corralling it over there is Hunter Chapman, but he loses control. Now he's got another chance at it in the far corner, tries to knock it away. Thompson looking to get it, then it's sent out to the blue line. Knocked away by the Falcons, once again knocked down by McIntyre. He just sends it in over to Roy. Roy does not cover, and the Falcons try to send it out. Bit of a risky play there as Riley Chapman was pressuring. Either way, the Trojans control across the Falcons' blue line. The pass comes up to Chapman. He tries to make a move, but a nice defensive play there by Quinn. He knocks it away, and the Falcons come away with it. Making a move across the blue line is Nathan Marin. He tries a centering pass right in front of Adorno, who had it covered nicely. Puck gets knocked away, and now Riley Chapman making a move. A little wrister is gloved by Matt Roy. Will have a whistle and a face-off.
He just did that to sort of just get a line change for Simsbury. It looks like both Chapmans were coming up a little tired, a little gassed on that. They had been out there for a pretty long shift, just trying to get some fresh legs on the ice.
Both teams making a change here with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. This game tied at 1 after the goal from Crane for the Falcons just a few minutes ago. Now the Falcons putting on more pressure than we've seen all game offensively, and the Trojans forcing to adjust, but they themselves have gotten plenty of shots on goal here in this second period and throughout this game, but right now they lose the puck in behind their own net. Giving chase on the far side is Foster. He's trying to get it out. He's a bit tangled up along the boards, but then Hunter Chapman comes in and sends it out back into the Falcons zone, chipping it back up across the blue line, and at center ice it's controlled there by Rooney. Rooney sending it across ice. Puck comes all the way back to the Falcons blue line, but it's slapped up nicely there by Brendan Law. Trying to control are the Trojans. James Foster tried to collect it. Instead, the puck comes along in front of the Simsbury bench. They're trying to keep it in. It's stopped at center ice. The pass comes up to Brandt, who tried to make a move through his legs. He does. A wrister. A nice shot there. Goes a little bit high for James Foster, but the Trojans control. Fighting for it in the far side corner is Gaffney. Puck comes in behind the net. Making a move is Gaffney. He's checked against the boards by Gothers. And now the Trojans still control. Another wrister knocked away with the stick hand of Roy.
Low angle shot from Foster. They get an opportunity here.
A centering pass is knocked away, and now the Falcons are coming away with it. Boulette looking to make a move. He's taken down. He hits the ice after colliding with Eustace. And now the Trojans chasing it into the far side corner.
No penalty call in there.
No call there as both players got tangled up moving into the zone. But now the puck is kicked away, and Brandt comes away with it. But he runs into plenty of Falcons defenders. Now the puck comes up to center ice. Eustace takes it, tries a cross-ice pass, but the Falcons catch up with it. Now looking to stop Arnold. Arnold passes it out to McIntyre. He tries to take another shot. Arnold, a centering pass. He had a shot at a backhander, another shot, rebound opportunity. Chaos in front of the net, but Roy holding strong. The puck goes in behind the Falcons net, and the defense manages to knock it away. Great composure there by Matt Roy. A lot of shot opportunities once again for Jake Arnold, who has the only goal on this game for the Trojans.
Trojans had about 15 seconds of an open net.
But then Arnold lost his footing. The Falcons tried to come away with it. Nice job of adjusting by Kurt Eustace. Falcons catch up with it at center ice, knock it in. Eustace will give chase into the near side corner. He'll bring it up. Just under 4 minutes to play here in this second period, tied 1-1. As Riccio sends it in, looks like we may have an icing call here against the Trojans. We will have a face-off as the Trojans go for a change.
But going back to that scoring chance, Matt Roy once again just comes up huge. Even though he was on all fours, had an open net, he was still able to stop everything that came his way. That was 3 different shots denied on that sequence.
And a fantastic job by Arnold and Riccio trying to get as many rebound chances as they could. They were certainly there, but Roy did a nice job flattening out in front of the net and knocking him down. Now a quick chance as Thompson brings it up. Had the pass, he could have made the pass to Hunter Thompson, instead took the shot. It goes right into the center of Matt Roy. The goal comes off the net, but he makes the save, and we will set up for a face-off to Roy's right.
Wasn't the best angle for Thompson, but you wonder if he might have been trying to play for the rebound. You saw the other skater on the far side, and Chapman possibly trying to get a rebound opportunity.
Falcons lose the face-off, or win the face-off rather, and now bring it up across the Trojans' blue line. They're looking to make a pass. Instead, he loses it, somewhat avoids the check, but now the Trojans knock it away along the far side board in front of the Fermi bench. Puck comes in behind the net, comes out to the blue line. Now they're sending it in. Rooney corrals it and sends it over to the far side corner. A nice pass up there to Thompson. Thompson a pass up to Rooney. He's looking to make a move. He does, but nicely knocked away. Some more good defense there by Troy Marin.
Simsbury's been playing very fast in the second period, but it seems like Fermi's played faster.
Another scoring chance there as Jacob Quinn made a nice move in front of the net. He tries to take a shot, but it goes high and off the glass. Now a slap shot is knocked down and trickles into the near side corner. Trojans fighting for it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this tied game. Now McIntyre knocks it down. He's bringing it across center ice. The pass to Chapman. Tried to make a move, but skating right across there was a Falcons defender to knock it away, and now they're bringing it up the far side. Calling for a pass once again is Ryan Monroe. He doesn't get it as the Trojan defense knocks it down. We'll have a whistle and a penalty on the far side along the blue line.
Not sure. I think they might be calling offsides against the Falcons. And it appeared that Marin was in the zone before the puck got there, so I think that's why they're calling it.
Now the face-off just across the Trojans' blue line. Falcons win it and send it in. Monroe's there to try to collect it. He loses track of it. Now the Trojans will try to knock it around and get it out. Keeping it in on the far side there is Gothers. Now it's chipped up. Gothers tries to send it in again, but some nice pressure there by Simsbury, and they are able to come away with it. Looking to take a shot as Chapman goes low, but misses the net into the near side corner.
Monroe lost his stick and took a vicious hit from Swenson on the near side board.
A nice check, and then another check is answered by the Falcons. A centering pass, they had a shot there, and it's knocked away. Now fighting for it, skips in front of the net. Roy barely saw it, but neither did any of the Trojans players, as now it's in behind the net. Fighting for it there is Sconzo. He controls it, looks to make a pass, instead goes behind him, but a hard check along the boards. Sconzo controls it again. And it goes to Swenson, who looks for a centering pass, but instead sent it along the boards. But then the Falcons take it away. They've got a breakaway opportunity coming out of the net as Adorno. He's only able to get a soft shot up because of some nice defensive pressure there from Eustace. And now the Trojans chasing across center ice. Brandt catches up with it as it's knocked back to center ice. Now Eustace just sends it in, and it's caught and knocked down by Marin. Puck along the far side, less than a minute to play in this tied game of the second period of this tied game, but instead the shot, it gets kicked along into the near side corner. Fighting for it there is Nolan Thompson. Now a wrister by Eustace goes way high into the far corner. About 30 seconds to play as the Trojans trying to get one more shot on net. Eustace bringing it across center ice, looking for the pass, instead just sends it in, and the Falcons look to try to get it out. Some nice pressure there by Zach Levin, and now he comes away with it. Tries a slap shot, hits a defender, Levin recovers, can't get one. Eustace looking for a wrister. More defensive pressure as the Falcons doing a nice job interrupting these shots. And now Marin will try to get it out. Instead it hits the net. Now it's controlled by the Trojans. Centering pass, chipped up to Roy. He's able to knock it down. Controlled by McIntyre. He tries to wrister it, skips up into the glass. And that will do it for the second period of play. A back and forth period. A lot of speed and energy from both teams, but it leaves them at a 1-1 tie. One goal from either side in this period. We'll come back at the intermission to take a look back at how both teams did in this period. For now, we will take a break. We will be back after this. And welcome back to the ISCC as Simsbury and Fermi have played to a 1-1 tie after 2 periods. I'm Joey Glauber alongside my partner Adam Rozwadowski. And Adam, an exciting period of play in the second period after a fairly slow first period for both teams. And, Simsbury got on the board first. Talk about that first goal and how important that was.
Well, that first goal by Arnold there, it really seemed like the first period both teams sort of were feeling each other out early on just to get an idea of how each side would attack the puck, how aggressive they'd play. But then as soon as that second period puck dropped, it was basically all systems go. And Jake Arnold really got things going for the Simsbury offense.
And then quickly after that, it seemed that the pace got almost even faster after Simsbury got on the board with that Arnold goal. They'd had a lot of shot opportunities, but then the Falcons seemed like they answered even more quickly. A lot of quick hits. There must have been some discussion along the Falcons bench saying they really needed to pick up the pace, and very quickly they got the equalizer.
Well, Simsbury's a team that usually scores goals in bunches, so you'd think after that first goal by Arnold, here would come goal number 2, goal number 3, but instead it's Fermi to steal the momentum away from the Trojans. Andrew Crane getting what we'd call a messy goal in front of the net. It seemed like 3 Fermi skaters were basically clogged up in the crease, and it happened to get poked in. The officials didn't even realize it had gone in. They sort of conferred after a while. It was a power play on the Kurt Eustace interference penalty, and then they gave him the goal, and since then, both sides have been tied at 1.
And then even after that, as Simsbury tried to respond, got a lot of shots on net. They had a missed opportunity a little bit, a lot of rebound opportunities right in front of Roy, right in front of the net. He did a great job to stop it. What did you see on that series of shots?
I mean, Matt Roy, for the first 2 periods of play, has been absolutely brilliant in net for Fermi. But if there's one thing that he has done, it's give up a lot of rebound opportunities for the Trojans' offense. And on one sequence in particular, he gave up at least 3 different rebound opportunities, and he was on all fours after his butterfly stop on the first shot. But just after again and again, Simsbury just peppering him with shots, but he's up there to challenge every single one of them. That was a big opportunity missed for the Trojans.
So again, a 1-1 tie after 2 periods. What adjustments, if any, do you see either of these teams making? Of course, we saw a lot faster play, a lot more aggressive play in the second period. What do you think it's going to be like in the third? Is it going to be more of the same, or is one of the teams going to try to change up their approach?
I think Simsbury, you got to keep it the same way. You got to keep attacking that. Try to get some rebound opportunities. Roy has shown that he'll give them up, and he will give opportunities for the second skater, for the trailer to come in and possibly put an additional shot on net. But can they actually get past Roy? He's been up to every challenge, every airborne shot. Can they at least sneak one in? And for their defense, they really just got to stop the puck in transition. It seems like Fermi's been on a break or an even chance for most of the second period. Can they go and slow down their offense in the third?
Well, one thing's for sure, it is going to be an exciting third period of action here at the ISCC. A 1-1 tie between Simsbury and Fermi. We'll be back right after this for all the third period action. And we are back from the ISCC to get things started here for the third period of action. I'm Joey Glauber alongside Adam Rozwadowski as the puck has dropped on the final period here as we are in a 1-1 tie between Simsbury and Fermi. Fermi coming out quickly looking for a shot. Up challenging Adorno, he kicks it away, and the Trojans come away with it. Up across center ice. Bringing it down is Levin, and we'll have an icing call bringing it across the Falcons' blue line.
We talked about Simsbury attacking the net early. It was Fermi doing it right there on Adorno, just 10 seconds right off the face-off, giving him a challenge, but he was there to deny.
And the Falcons doing a great job on face-offs of late of getting some important possessions. But of course, the Trojan defense also has been stepping up all game as well. Only 2 goals in this game, the first coming from Jake Arnold, the sophomore for Simsbury. But then it was quickly answered by Crane for the Falcons. Now they're trying to get another one as they bring it across the blue line, but an icing call as he tried to, as an offside call, as he tried to move it backwards across the blue line. And we'll have another face-off in this 1-1 tie just a few minutes into this third period.
And this is a big game for Simsbury. They had just vaulted themselves into first place by beating East Catholic 2-1 on their ice to go in a 3-way tie between them and Glastonbury as well. But if they really need to come out away with this one with a victory to vault themselves into first place.
Pass on that one came up to Peter Sconzo. He took it himself, but it slapped right into the glove of Matt Roy, who makes another save. He'll have a face-off to his left. A quick change here now for Simsbury.
That's been Roy's calling card. He's picking the airborne puck out of the air. He's been using that glove side quite a bit in this game.
Great move with the glove hand, but Arnold, the only goal scorer so far, wins the face-off. The puck comes back to Hunter Chapman. He skates it around looking for that centering pass, not able to find it. Instead, he sends it out to McIntyre. The pass over to Rooney. A wrister there sends it low, and it kicks into the near side corner. Arnold fighting for it. Falcons trying to get it out. A hard check there from Aaron Riccio. Instead, the Falcons get it away, but then it comes over to Chapman. He tries to send it back into the Falcons zone. Instead, it's kicked around at center ice. Now the Falcons putting pressure. Another centering pass. It was loose in front of the net. Adorno making a stick save, but then a goal. It slides in for Ryan Monroe. His second goal of the season, and now the Fermi Falcons take a 2-1 lead here in the third period.
They're going to credit Monroe for the goal, but you got to give an assist to Adorno. That's a bad goal that Adorno just allowed, just trickling between the pipes there. My goodness, that's one that, I wondered earlier in the sequence if Fermi was going to take advantage of that, but of all of them, they get it on that.
And a scare for a Simsbury defense at first as the puck was just sitting in front of Adorno. He was able to kick it away, but then a rebound opportunity as it slid between his legs, giving the Falcons a 2-1 lead. And now Simsbury has 3 minutes and 20 seconds to answer, as now the Falcons come away with it. It comes across the blue line to center ice. The pass comes over on the near side to Brendan Law. Kicked up at the blue line. The Falcons are now coming with it. Corner tried to move it in, but it was knocked away. The puck is loose now as two Falcons converge on Riley Chapman, who is going for the puck. Now it kicks all the way in behind the net. That'll be an icing, and we will have a face-off, a line change for both teams, as now Fermi leads it 2-1, and the Trojans will be looking to answer.
This is really not what you wanted to expect for the Trojans coming to the third period, down a goal. After starting out 1-0, get up 2 unanswered, really not the start you wanted to look for this period.
And of course, the defense and goaltending has been so great up until this point in this game that I'm sure the focus in the locker room was how to get more shots on goal, worrying about the offensive end. But then, of course, a lapse on the defensive end puts them down 2-1, but now they'll try to answer as the puck comes across center ice. It's kicked backwards to the blue line. A wrister goes wide for Grant Swenson. The senior missed on that shot, and now the Trojans try to recover. Bringing it up are the Falcons. It's kicked away. They corral it. Rooney has the puck. He passes it up in front of the bench. A cross-ice pass goes nowhere, and now it's knocked along the board by Peter Sconzo. Kicked around back towards center ice. Stopped by McIntyre. He would have been wide open on the opposite side, would have Jacob Quinn. But a nice job by the Simsbury defense. A hard check at center ice by Grant Swenson. And now sending it into the Falcons zone, and Simsbury will make a change. Puck coming along the near side. It's knocked in there for Simsbury by Brendan Law, but instead the Falcons knock it back. It goes back into the Trojans zone. They'll control behind the left side circle, sending it along the glass, but it's knocked down, looking to make a move. But then we'll have a whistle here in front of the net.
They're going to call that a carry on Boulette, as he basically had possessed the puck and was trying to just travel along with it before just dropping it.
Boulette moved quickly off the glass. Looked like he would have had a chance, but that carry certainly helped him get past the defenders. Boulette, the senior, with 9 goals on the season, hasn't gotten too many shots on goal so far in this game, as the Trojans defense has done a nice job containing him. But right now they trail 2-1 as the faceoff is in the Falcons zone. It's won there by James Foster. He's checked along the boards as the puck skips over to Sterling Brandt. Brandt looks to pass it back to Foster. Foster now with a chance, looking for a centering pass, tried to take a shot, but he's able to make the pass out to the blue line. Now a slap shot is knocked away by Roy. Comes back to the near side, a skipping shot, a rebound chance in front of the net, but it's knocked away. Arnold nearly had a shot at his second goal, but instead the Falcons come away with it. The pass goes up to the captain, Boulette. He makes a move across the blue line, but too many defenders there for the Trojans as they're able to knock it back out to center ice. Giving chase there is Arnold. He makes a move, he gets it away, his stick is being knocked down, but instead he runs into the net after a nice save by Matt Roy. Trojans fans calling for a hook because Arnold's stick was being held back, but that was just a great defensive play as the one-on-one moving up towards the net, and Arnold was not able to get a clean shot off.
So far, the refs have really just let the guys play. Just one penalty called for each side, but Arnold trying to be his one-man offense for the Trojans, trying to net the score at 2.
Trojans do win the face-off. McIntyre sends it into the far side corner. Levin tried to control it there. It's kicked up, caught and put down once again by Troy Marin. He's trying to make a move, instead just sends it in. Adorno knocks it back behind his own net. Little more than 10 minutes to play in this final period. Pass comes along the far side as the defender hits the ice, but able to knock it away there from Zach Levin. Nonetheless, the Trojans come away with it. Got it on the far slide. A slap shot by Riley Chapman, a hard one, but still knocked away by Roy. Kicks up into the glass, and Chapman controls on the near side. The pass comes out to Rooney. He loses control. McIntyre controls. They're giving it back and forth as he tries to send it up. Knocked down nicely by the glove of Brian Riley. And now they're moving in. In behind the net. Falcons looking for another goal opportunity. Pass behind his back. A centering pass. A shot. A nice save by Arnold. A rebound chance knocked away. Puck comes all the way back ice. And a nice save there. A great opportunity for the Falcons, but Adorno was up to the task on that one.
Big bounce back sequence for Adorno after giving up the dirty goal to start this the third period. Really 2 excellent saves there.
Nathan Marin tried the wrister but lost the puck. Some nice defense by Eustace. And now a check on the near side boards as Foster is fighting to get it out. Instead, the Falcons come away with it. They've got it at the blue line. A slap shot goes right into the body of Adorno. He'll cover for a face-off. 2-1, and Fermi now leads in this game, trying to move out of 5th place in the Central Connecticut Conference against the Simsbury Trojans, who are tied for 1st. But this powerful Trojans offense will look to find the equalizer here as the faceoff is in their zone. Trojans win it as Eustace tries to bring it along the net, but the forward is there for the Falcons. Now a wrister from the blue line, but the net was off before that shot went off.
Interesting, delayed whistle there as that net was dislodged for at least 5 seconds on that puck play to the left point. But instead they didn't call it until after it shot the puck.
There wouldn't have been much for defenseman Ryan Guthers to shoot at with the puck off behind Adorno. So nonetheless, we'll have a face-off to Adorno's left. The Falcons control it back towards their own blue line. Pass comes up and it's controlled by Swenson. He now gets it across the blue line, makes a nice move across center ice, but loses control of the puck. Now the pass comes all the way over to Sconzo. He looks to take a shot, knocked down by a skate. Now goes in behind the Falcons net. A nice hard check by Swenson as the Trojans are trying to get control back, looking for a shot, knocking it up against the pad, but a whistle. And another nice save by Matt Roy as they are not able to squeak it past him, but another nice chance there for the Trojans.
What a great butterfly sequence for Matt Roy. He has been everywhere for Fermi. Just after that second period goal by Jake Arnold, he has stopped everything that's come at him, high or low.
Trojans did a nice job moving in from behind the net, but he had it sealed off as the puck was not able to get past Roy. Now the pass is errant, comes out, knocks off the near side boards to center ice as Jack Reese looks to control it again, but instead the Falcons take control, looking for a centering pass, a high one, goes up into the glove of Adorno, and they'll have a face-off in the Trojan zone.
Trojans really just need to get their offense back, playing aggressive. It seems like Fermi's really just been taking control, getting possession early on, but Simsbury just showing some fight here in the third period.
Captain Thompson wins the face-off. Levin tried to bring it up, but it was knocked away by the Falcons' defense. Boulette now giving chase, trying to put some pressure on these Trojans who are trying to get it out of their own zone. Falcons get control, making a move in front of the net. Looks to take a shot, but Adorno had nice position there. He knocks down the shot from Boulette.
Some dangerous passes in the Simsbury zone. Their defensemen putting passes right in front of the crease. Not where you really want to be clearing it out.
And there Thompson was looking for Riley Chapman, but it was knocked away. Oh, and a hard check comes from the back of Zach Levin as he hit the ice hard, but pops right up. He'll come off the ice and a line change, a quick one for the Trojans, and a few players able to get off the ice for the Falcons as they now bring it up.
Fans wanted a trip there, Zach Levin's fault, but it looked like that was more self-inflicted.
Now Pass coming over as the Trojans try to bring it across center ice, but controlled once again by the Falcons. Falcons passing really picking up in this period as they have controlled the puck well on offense. But the Trojans will have to pick up the pace here as they're looking for the second goal to tie things up in the third period. Puck comes back into the near side corner. It's skated along. Falcons lose control. Trojans with a chance. They're looking to find the centering pass. Arnold chases it. He's knocked down. Puck out to the blue line. And bringing it all the way back is Brendan Law. Pass comes over to Eustace. He sends it in along the boards. It's on the near side corner. Arnold stops it there, avoids the check and passes it off. A centering pass there. A slap goes off the defender. And over to the far side, giving chase is Sconzo. Falcons looking to come away with it. Controlled by the Trojans. Eustace misses on a pass, but then a wrister from the top of the zone is knocked away by the defenseman. Fighting for it in the near side corner. Puck is kicked out. Now the Falcons trying to bring it out. Riley had a chance, but instead Trojans keep it in. And now Riccio looking to make a move. A nice centering pass is knocked down. Trojans control. A slap shot from the top, knocked down. Too much traffic in front of the net for the Trojans as they continue to try to find this second goal. It's fought for behind the net into the near side corner. Falcons looking to get it out. And there, Law tried to keep it in with his body, wasn't able to do so. Comes across center ice, but a nice job by the Trojans. During a change for the Falcons, it's knocked down at the blue line. Sent in by Swenson. Fighting for it behind the net is Foster. Foster is checked, but maintains control. Looks to get the pass out. Instead, it's Foster again, working towards the middle. The Falcons' defense takes it away. Just under 6 minutes to play here in this game. 2-1 Fermi, as the Trojans are picking up the pressure as they keep it in once again, keeping goaltender Matt Roy on his toes here. But still haven't scored since midway through that second period. Now the pass comes up to Riley, who's looking to make a move, brings it in himself, but he's knocked down hard. A nice check there by William Rooney, and it's out towards the blue line. Nonetheless, the Falcons control. They send it in. Rooney takes it away. Working against three defenders, he makes the pass up to Brandt. Brandt tries to work towards the middle, but it's knocked away. Some nice quick chances here for the Trojans. Brandt has it, but it's knocked away again. In behind the net. Roy tried to stop it with his glove there as it was sort of pinned against the net.
Roy's not going to take any chances on that.
But once again, good positioning as both teams will change lines. Less than 5 minutes to play. 2-1 the Trojans trail. But they have it, and they have Nolan Thompson on the ice. The senior will take the face-off to the left of goaltender Matt Roy. The puck is dropped. It's held in there, but knocked back towards the blue line. And Eustace is chasing. He should have it, but pressure is coming from Brian Monroe. Knocked along the far side boards. Skips all the way in behind the net. Trojans pressuring. Thompson going for it in the corner. Defender falls down. Thompson has a chance to look for that centering pass to Riley Chapman. He can't find it. Does eventually, but the slap shot is knocked down. Couldn't even get his stick moving. So many defenders in there. And now the Falcons coming away with it. It's Boulette trying to make a move, and we'll have a whistle.
Offsides will be against Fermi. A little extracurriculars as Boulette knocked down Eustace. Well, that last offensive series, I mean, they counted 3 Fermi skaters clumped in front of the crease. Simsbury's got to really spread it out, reverse the puck a little bit, and open out the defense a little bit. Because Simsbury's not going to get anything right in front of the net. They can't screen off Roy.
And the Trojans win the face-off across their own blue line. They're trying to get it out with some pressure from Boulette. The pass comes all the way up to Aaron Riccio. He tries to send it in. The Trojans will look for another offensive chance. It's going to be held just before the blue line by Brendan Law. He knocks it down. Once again, knocks it against the near side boards with his body. It's kept into the corner. Fighting for it there is Hunter Chapman. Instead, the puck comes out. Arnold was looking for a check there against Boulette. He gets knocked down. Puck goes in behind the Falcons' net. Arnold's got it again, looking to pass it out. Avoids the check nicely, but can't quite come away with the puck. Centering pass there. A chance for the Trojans. Knocked down. Another great stop by Roy. And now the puck's along the far side boards, bringing it to the center is McIntyre. Pass comes over to Arnold, but it looked like maybe an offsides call here against the Trojans.
Riccio had a really good scoring opportunity, glove side, top shelf, but he just lost his footing there. Really tough angle to control the puck off the pass. Really just couldn't get himself together.
But nonetheless, a good chance for Simsbury, as they only need one to tie things up here with less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in this game. They're going to need to find the equalizer down 2-1 as McIntyre sends it along the boards to Rooney. Rooney slaps it up to Levin, but it's controlled by the Falcons. Rooney stops a shot very nicely, moving in front of it. And now the Trojans will give chase as the puck comes into the Falcons zone. It's Thompson trying to get it. He almost knocks it away. More pressure there from Levin as the Trojans try to keep it in. They're working it towards the net, but once again it's taken away by Marin. Marin finds the pass. It's a 2-on-2 here, looking to make a move. A wrister goes way high by Quinn, but the Falcons control on the other side. A slap shot from the blue line is knocked down by a defender. Simsbury tried to work it up to Thompson. Instead, he works back towards the blue line. It gets knocked away by Troy Marin. Now the Falcons controlling, looking to make a move. A backhanded shot. A slow one knocked down by Adorno, and we'll have a face-off in the Trojan zone with 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining.
Time's running out for Simsbury. They really need to start pressuring and peppering Roy as much as they can. They really got to spread out their zone here. They got to spread out their offense, spread out their forwards, reverse the puck. That's what got them their first goal, is that great outlet from Brendan Law. Play more wide opens. Just stop trying to screen the net because it's not working.
Jake Arnold wins the face-off for Simsbury. The pass comes along the boards, but goes just short of Riccio, and that allows the Falcons to knock it away. Riccio knocks it down at center ice. Coming in on 2 minutes to play in this game. Eustace passes up to center ice. Riccio sends the pass across ice to Hunter Thompson. He was looking for a slap shot. Instead, it was knocked down by Gothers. The puck still got through, and it was a glove save by Matt Roy. But that was really nice work by the defenseman Gothers to get in the way.
Never in doubt on that possession. It looked like Chapman was ready to really start a good offensive sequence right there, but Fermi, of course, right up to the task.
The junior Chapman with 6 goals on the season had a lot of shot opportunities in this third period, but he goes to the bench on the line change, and the Falcons win the faceoff and come away with it. Slap shot is knocked down, but the Falcons have another chance. A centering pass is knocked away. And now the puck comes into the near side corner. The Trojans will control it as Brendan Law tries to bring it out. He makes the pass up to Levin. Levin then finds Nolan Thompson, working in it himself against 4 defenders, but a kick save by Roy, and it's knocked away. Coming up with the check is Levin. The puck still gets out to Boulette, who's controlling it against 3 defenders. Looking to make a move, gets a shot off, but good positioning again by Adorno. And the Trojans trying to get it out. A hard stick check as he hits the ground, does Levin. And now it looks like Adorno may be coming out, and he is. He's going to the bench. As the Simsbury Trojans will get an extra skater with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this game, down 2-1. They're trying to find the equalizer. A hard check behind the net. Trojans looking to come away with it, but they can't. Gothers, the defenseman, sends it up to the blue line, and a hard check there. Grant Swenson knocks into the ice, and we will have a penalty. That will go against Grant Swenson.
And that's not what you look here for Simsbury right here. Interference against the Trojans,
and just after bringing goaltender Mike Adorno to the bench to get that extra skater, Adorno comes back out to defend against this power play. Very badly timed, as the man advantage will go to Fermi for the rest of this game, the final minute, as it's 2-1 and a timeout is called.
Even before that penalty, Simsbury could have gotten penalized for too many men on the ice. After Adorno got pulled, 2 skaters went on the ice for Simsbury. Had they played the puck, they would have been called for too many men there. So just really not the best execution you want when trying to pull the goalie and get that extra offensive sequence. Now, with the power play, losing a man, they're really up against the wall.
They tried to make that switch and get Adorno off the ice at the same time, but either way, the penalty really ruins that strategy for them, as now it will be Swenson in the box for 2 minutes. Only 1 minute remaining in this game, down 2-1. Adam, what should Simsbury's strategy be here? Obviously, it's going to have to be a shorthanded goal if they're going to find the equalizer here. So what's going to be the strategy for Simsbury?
Absolutely pressure the puck as much as possible. I mean, Fermi's going to play keep away for the remaining 59 seconds of the third period. They might have to send 2 skaters to the puck, whatever they can to jar away possession from Fermi just to get an opportunity at Matt Roy. But so far, he's stood up to the challenge from the second period on.
As we break the huddles after the timeout, less than 1 minute remaining in this game as Fermi leads it 2-1. Simsbury looking to really hold on to a tie for first place in the Central Connecticut Conference, whereas the Fermi Falcons are just looking for their second conference win. And right now they have the lead. The pass comes over, a shot opportunity. Adorno knocks it down, kicks in front of the net. Boulette's looking for it. He makes the pass out to Gothers. Gothers sends the pass across the blue line. More pressure from the Trojans defense. They're trying to knock it away. A nice centering pass and a shot opportunity there for Quinn. But Adorno is there to stop it. Falcons continue to control. 30 seconds remain on the clock. Now, a free puck on the near side. As a check comes from Thompson, the puck kicks up behind the net. Falcons control it. Looking for a centering pass, instead knocks it in behind the net. The puck kicks out and the Trojans come away with it. Thompson looking for a chance. Riley Chapman's got it. He sends a centering pass over to Thompson. Thompson now looking for Hunter Chapman, and a whistle will stop play here as the Trojans move it across the blue line.
Yeah, they're calling it offsides on the Trojans. 14.3 seconds to go, really. Time's running out for Simsbury.
As a one-man change for the Falcons as they look to defend against this last chance, and now Adorno's out of the net, an extra skater for the Trojans. Chapman's moving it in, instead it goes into the near side corner. Less than 10 seconds remain. A check in the corner. Trojans looking to get it out and get a last shot off. 4 players over there fighting for it. Now McIntyre is free. They come away with it, but time runs out. And the Fermi Falcons, with their last goal, turns out to be the game winner as they come away with a close 2-1 victory. Impressive play by the Falcons and well played by Simsbury, but of course they're going to go home disappointed.
Seems like Fermi just wanted it more. They came into this game with a losing record, but really, the play by Matt Roy in net, it's getting a couple of dirty goals, was the difference so far, or the difference in this game tonight.
Well, once again, a 2-1 victory for the Fermi Falcons. They improved to a 500 record, both overall and in the conference. They are now 4-4-1, 2-2 in the conference on the season. We'll take a quick break and be right back with a game recap as Fermi defeats Simsbury 2-1. We'll be right back. And we're back to recap this game as the Simsbury Trojans fall to the Fermi Falcons 2-1. A close, hard-fought game by both sides, but a third period goal puts the Falcons in front for good as they can't score on their last second opportunity, so they go away with the loss. A tough one, but nonetheless some very impressive play in this game. Adam, obviously we had the 2 goals in the second period. It was very quick, as was the third. Who would you say is your third star of the game?
Third star of the game would be Jake Arnold, netting the first goal for Simsbury, really getting their offense going, or so we thought. He's netting his second goal of the season. Really thought Simsbury really start to put a few on and score in bunches like they had been all season.
And of course, Arnold had plenty of chances in the third period as well. He was really accelerating things on the offensive end. The sophomore getting his second goal of the season and was certainly a big one in the second period for the Trojans. But then, of course, the answer came from the Falcons. Talk about your second star of the game.
It's Andrew Crane, really the momentum changer for Fermi, getting a power play goal about 60 seconds right after Arnold netted the opening goal of the game, getting the equalizer. That was a huge momentum shifter for Fermi. We had thought Simsbury would just score in bunches right after that first goal, but here comes Fermi tying it up. And this was a goal that both officials really weren't sure whether or not to count that or not. A little deliberation right after the puck had crossed the line, but instead they decided to award the power play goal to Crane, giving him the equalizer.
Yeah, I think the Fermi fans were the only ones who were certain about that goal, as there was some confusion directly after, but like you said, stopped the momentum for that potent Simsbury offense. Really a huge moment in this game. But then came the third period as a quick back and forth for both teams, but then quickly the Falcons got on the board, and that led to a bunch of shot opportunities from both teams. And really all game long, it was the guy in net as your first star for the Falcons.
It's senior goaltender Matt Roy. After that first goal he allowed to Arnold, he was just a rock. in between the pipes for Fermi, stopping everything that came into him. There's a lot of rebound opportunities for the Trojans in this game. Second, third shot chances, possibly a fourth shot in the third period, but he was there to stop everything, whether it's high, top shelf, stick side, glove side, butterfly, whatever. He was there to made up every challenge, and really, he was a difference in this game.
And certainly very impressive and really anchored that defense for the Falcons. But on the other side, Mike Adorno doing a nice job in goal as well. And he'll probably tell you he'd love to have that goal in the third period back because, it would have been one where he could have made a stop, but of course it trickled in, and that's the game most of the time. And this time it turned out to be the deciding goal. So now the Simsbury Trojans will fall to 6-4 on the season, 4-2 in the conference, as they will fall out of a tie for first place in the Central Connecticut Conference. So a hard-fought game, and they definitely showed some promising points in this game. What would you say are some positive takeaways for the team?
I like the way they pressured the net. I mean, it's a shame they couldn't get more than one goal. Matt Roy, got to give him the credit where credit is due. He really put the clams on the Simsbury offense. But Simsbury's got to bounce back. They host South Windsor tomorrow night. They beat them 3-1 on their ice. They got to really just come away, just forget about the tough loss tonight and come back strong tomorrow night.
And Saturday night, that game will start at 6:30, and they'll have to rebound just as they did on that road trip, getting those 2 consecutive wins. But once again, the Simsbury Trojans falling 2-1 to the Fermi Falcons in a hard-fought, fast-paced game. But once again, the Falcons coming away with the victory. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast tonight. Thank you very much for joining us.